Simon from WhatCulture here with another episode of the Why series, and this time we're focusing on the hottest event in the WWE's calendar, SummerSlam, and more importantly, why Finn Balor has got to win at the event or the company is doomed. Obviously that's not the case at all. But who doesn't like a sense of dread before we start these things? Exactly. But it's true. It's damn true. Finn Balor's debut on Raw and subsequent booking into the main event of SummerSlam is something that not even Nostradamus could have predicted. And sure, we've all seen the success he had in NXT, but we've also seen how that can work out. Hi Tyler Breeze. Balor is different though. Not only did the crowd make him a superstar by the reaction they gave him when he turned up on the main roster, meaning 1, they know who he is, and 2, they really like him, WWE increased that further when they made him the #1 contender for the Universal title. Now, forgetting the fact that if he does win, he'll forever be known as the first ever Universal Champion, there's literally no other choice when it comes to SummerSlam. Finn Balor has to beat Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor has to become a top-tier title holder within 2 months of being brought up to the main roster. Why? Here's why. This last week has shown that WWE has finally realised significant change isn't going to be the end of the world. And while Raw and SmackDown were essentially structured the same, they brought loads of new things to the table. Production values, camera angles, wrestlers, promos, winners, squash matches. It may be the same format we've had since 1995, but this is an updated version. I'm sure, like me, you actually bothered to tune in to SmackDown this week, and you'll do so again next week to see how it continues to change and evolve. If it doesn't, you'll stop and everything will return to the status quo. But that's my point. If Finn loses at SummerSlam or his opportunity is taken away from him, then all of a sudden Raw feels like the same thing we had in 2015. Seth Rollins is undoubtedly one of the best wrestlers in the world and more than worthy of being world champion. But we've seen it before. Seth deserves another run, no doubt, but this is not the time. In the midst of a cataclysmic shift, the tectonic plates have got to be kept moving. And that's a bad geography analogy, but I'm going with it. Balor going all the way and representing the WWE as one of its top-tier champions instantly says, yep, this isn't the product you're used to. Even if you don't know who the Irishman is, this kind of booking tells you that he's important, and all of a sudden his position in the company becomes important. Sure, you need good plans going forward, but this is a great start. Let's think of the alternatives for a minute. Rollins beats Balor at SummerSlam. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, smack bang in the middle of the ring. Or he cheats, or an alien comes down to help him. It doesn't matter. The point being, the next night on Raw, there's gonna be a touch of disappointment. Not because Seth is back on top, but because the new and exciting face of the company has already experienced his first loss. It's not fun. That's not pleasurable. That's just, there's your 5 minutes, now on the way with you, boy. That doesn't make the product rubbish, but it does have the potential to turn off a returning audience who thought they were about to buy into something new. Imagine a casual fan just flipping channels, turning on Raw, and just seeing some guy with the WWE Universal Championship. They'll go crazy. Their intrigue will be gobbled up instantly, and they'll probably just run into a wall. Change for a few weeks means nothing. Ongoing shifts, though, are a way to get old faces back in front of the TV. Is Finn Balor this generation's John Cena or Stone Cold Steve Austin? Who knows? There's only one way to find out. Give him the damn ball and let him run with the thing. If he drops it, it doesn't matter. Just let Baron Corbin pick it up. After all, isn't this the point of the brand split? To create stars from people who otherwise may have been lost in the shuffle. Between you and me, I cannot think of a better candidate to try that out with than the Demon. And he's already in place. Just pull the trigger. No one's going to complain. You know why? They're too busy complaining about the Universal title. That's the last joke I'll make about it. Both main events at this year's SummerSlam are going to be incredible, and with the rest of the card bolstered by proper stars, Lesnar, Cena, Styles, Orton, all of a sudden the landscape does start to look very different, which is why the time is now, and why Balor has to win at SummerSlam. Hell, even send the club out there to help him if you want and turn him heel. I don't care, the man just has to win. It would be a huge statement of intent on behalf of the WWE, following on from Sasha Banks winning the Women's Championship on Raw and Dolph Ziggler all of a sudden becoming a contender again on SmackDown. These are the things that fans like, and giving fans the things they like is no bad thing. I would imagine Balor becoming a top contender would ultimately follow suit. And think of the confidence it would give us all going forward. We'd love it. Now be sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you think they should do with Finn Balor. And then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Simon from WhatCulture, and you can come follow me on Twitter at SimonMiller316, where we can chat about Ric Flair saying that a cruiserweight will never, ever, ever, ever main event WrestleMania. Even though Daniel Bryan is kind of a cruiserweight, and he already main evented WrestleMania, and it was one of the best WrestleManias ever. So there we go. See you around.
Remember when WhatCulture did a magazine called Wrestling? We're doing another one called Wrestling. Issue 2 will feature a career retrospective on Brock Lesnar and an interview with Paul Heyman. It'll feature another How WWE Should Have book written by this sexual modern stallion. There'll be all the usual top quality articles and artwork, as well as a top 50 list of the greatest SummerSlam moments of all time. Like last time, you can pre-order and buy your own copy in the link below at shop.whatculture.com. Order now to enjoy issue 2 of Wrestling.